What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Now, this is a video I've been thinking about doing for a good little while, but basically I'm going to explain to you some tips and tricks of how to climb in ranked this season, whether you're trying to get from silver to gold, iron to bronze, plat to emerald, whatever it is that you're trying to do this season. Now, I just peaked at Masters in my third year of playing League, so I've only been playing since about the middle of 2020, so I've been playing about 3 years of League now, and peaked rank 1 Lilia, top whatever Masters players, 2,000 players, whatever. I have no idea. But I've played hundreds of games of ranked in my career. Like I had it bad. I had the league bug bad. But what I want to do is just kind of break it down in a way that any rank can understand what I'm trying to say. I've watched rank guides. I've watched challenger players sit down, write time codes out, count minions, track the jungle, use time. Like, there's so much you can do to be at the very top of the rank. But let's be honest, not everybody's gonna reach challenger, not everybody's gonna reach grandmaster, not everybody's gonna reach master. So trying to give advice for ranks that are that high and macro that is important to that degree is, not everybody's going to be that high of a rank. Not everybody is going to count the minions in their wave. Not everybody is going to set timers on their phone, set timers on the computer to try to track the jungle wherever they're at. I want to explain to you guys in a way that everybody can understand every single rank. So one of the first pieces of advice I want to give to you guys is do not lie to yourself. The most common lie that you'll hear is, oh, I'm losing because of my teammates. Oh, I lost because my teammates are not good. Oh, my teammates are inting every single game. I'll never get out of this rank. That's true to a certain degree, but if you think about it, if you play 100 games, there's one common denominator, and that is you. Do you really think you lost 100 games because of teammates? No. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your game. You're the common denominator. You're the only thing in every single game that you have control over. In reality, you're only gonna get to the rank that you deserve. You're not gonna accidentally get to a high rank. You're not gonna accidentally win 10 games in a row. It just doesn't work like that. You're gonna get to whatever rank that you are deserving of as a player. Another word of advice that I have is do not be a meta slave. Now, if you don't know what that means, there's tier lists of what the best champions are for position, what the best champion is for jungle, what the best champion is for ADC, for mid lane. I do not give a fuck about that. I promise you, I do not care about tier lists. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'd rather play the game. Dude, what's your problem? Relax. Chill. I'd rather play the game in a way that's fun to me. And fun for me is playing the champ that I like and I have fun playing, that I'm good with, and that I know I'm going to perform well with most games. I've never been the type of player to sit there and look at, Kha'Zix jungle has a 70% win rate right now, I should play him. Or, oh, Rengar is winning 90% of his games in this split, I should play him. I've never, I don't pay attention to that. It's not me. I like to play the champ that I like to play, and I like to see how far my skill can get me. So that's the way I like to think about it. Another word of advice I'd give to you guys is do not tilt Q. Do not tilt Q. You have to trust me on this. I know if you lose 3 games in a row, you're probably going to think to yourself, okay, let me just win this last game and then I'm done for the day. No, don't do it. What I'd recommend is probably after 2 losses, maybe 3 losses, if you have a little bit of a stronger mental, take a break from the game. Either don't play the game at all, play flex queue with friends, play normal queue with friends, whatever you got to do, just do not play ranked. You have to trust me on this. If you're on a losing streak, you don't want to keep playing ranked. It is a bad idea. It will not end well, I promise. My next word of advice is play every single game like the 4 teammates that you have on your team have never played League of Legends before. It might sound kind of silly, but having trust in your teammates in solo queue is a big mistake and will lead to so many losses. When you're making decisions on the map, don't assume that your teammates are going to follow you on these decisions because it's the right thing to do, because you have no control over your teammates. I can't count the number of times that I've had a free Baron, I've had a free Rift Herald, I've had a free Dragon, and the right play would be to get the objective, but my top lane and mid lane and bot lane would rather farm their lanes or get tower plates, because it's just the more attractive thing to the naked eye. You know, a player would rather have 3 tower plates than a dragon. You know what I mean? It just in players' minds, it registers that way. And you know, it's not your own fault, but you have to play like your teammates have no idea what they're doing. You need to put your trust in yourself. You need to trust yourself that you're gonna just do whatever you can to win, despite whether or not your teammates are going to join you on that goal. Another piece of advice I have for you guys is be the best version of yourself that you can be. Now what that means is, like I mentioned earlier, you can't control your teammates. You can't physically go through the monitor and control their keyboard and mouse for yourselves. If you get a teammate that's going to go 0-10, there's nothing you can do to prevent that. Like, they're going 0-10 on their own volition. That's their own free will. That is them as a person. You can't do anything about it. But after that happens, you have 2 choices. You can either cry and complain that your teammate is 0-10, or you can do everything you can possibly do in your power to carry that teammate and put the team on your back and make up for their losses. A big thing with me is I rarely ever FF. I like to think that most games are winnable. Now I say most games. If it's like 20-0, obviously we're gonna FF. But I like to think that most games are winnable. I also have a really good mental for a league player, which is a pretty rare thing. But yeah, I rarely ever give up. Even if I'm 0-5, I'm always going to do what I can to make sure I help the team out in any way that we might need in order to win the game. Think about it this way. In order to get to plat, you have to prove that you're better than gold. Part of that is carrying teammates. It sucks that the game is like this. I don't think it's a very healthy way to play the game, but it's the reality of it. Another tip that I have for you guys is find the one champ that you really like. Find one champ that you can be yourself on. You can express your skill level on. You can limit test. You can do whatever you want to do with that one champ. And a backup. Obviously, everybody needs one backup champ. But find that one champion that just clicks with you, you identify with, and you know that anytime you load into a game, you can carry on that champion. You can be the best you can possibly be on that champion, and no one's going to stop you except for yourself. Find the champion that you can feel that way with. Now my last piece of advice I have for you guys is have fun. Now I know it sounds kind of crazy, like, oh, League of Legends and fun, that does not go together, obviously. But at the end of the day, League of Legends is a video game. It might sound crazy, it might sound outdated, but the whole point of video games is to have fun. Now I promise you, you will not win ranked games if you're not having fun. And it might sound kind of cheesy to say. It might sound like I'm bullshitting you, but you will not win games if you don't have fun. I want to make more videos about being brutally honest. There's no secret to ranking up. There's no secret to becoming a great player. It does not exist. I don't want y'all to think that ranking up is this arbitrary idea that just is, you know, only possible for a certain amount of people. That's just not how it is. If you take anything away from this, don't overcomplicate it. It is a video game. Have fun, you know, be yourself. Maybe the rank that you were looking for was inside you all along. Thank you guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.